Aaron Ross, President of Royal Adjuster, thank you so much for spending time with us today to talk about something that is very important to so many of us, our homes.
Usually when people actually buy a home, the insurance is bundled in when they get the mortgage because the one who gets them their brokerage, the mortgage broker, he goes ahead and has a friend who does insurance. Unfortunately, for most people, that friend doesn't know very much about insurance. What they do know is that they're going to get a nice commission if they get whoever it is that signs up to join their insurance company. So what happens is you join it. And another big part of it is how much you're allowed to pay per month. So let's say your credit allows you to pay a max of $2,800 a month, and your insurance is going to be $500 a month. That might be too much. They might get you on a lower insurance. And the problem becomes that you're not insured properly. So the main parts of insurance that people need are to cover the house in case it gets damaged, to cover the contents of the house in case it gets damaged, and to cover the living expenses if they need to move out of their house. Those are the three main expenses. Unfortunately, many people, they say, you know what, I'm only paying $1,500 a year in insurance. I'm doing a great job. That's not a great way of looking at things, though, because what happens is, God forbid, they have a flood or a fire and they find out they're not covered. And it's so heartrending when you see people who worked so hard in life to get to where they are, and then there's a small fire and there's smoke damage, and their insurance company says, I'm sorry, this isn't covered, this isn't covered. Your policy only covers direct cause. The smoke doesn't get covered, or we're not going to cover this part of your house, only this part. And now they have to go into debt to get things rebuilt. And it can easily be fixed if they did some research before getting their home. And the cool part is, it's not too late. So if you have a house for 2 years, you can switch like this. Almost all insurance companies, you could switch midstream. So you can call up a new broker, or you can ask your friend and say, hey, and the best part is if you paid in advance, they'll give you that back as a credit. And then suddenly you end up with a much better insurance. And frequently it's not that much more expensive.
Yeah. So Aaron, answer me this. Is it hard to navigate an insurance claim without an adjuster?
Depends. Some claims, most claims, unfortunately, are a little bit difficult. There are very simple claims. If someone has a broken pipe and it floods their basement, which was empty, so the insurance broker is going to come. And remember, most insurance companies are not out there to hurt you. They want to help you. So they're going to do whatever they can to make sure that you're covered and helped out. The job of an adjuster, a public adjuster, is to not only make the insurance company's life easier, but yours as well. And I'll explain. If someone, we'll call someone named Jackie, has an insurance claim, and my job is to go over to her and say, let me tell you what I need from you to make this claim work quickly. I'll get her documents. I'll get the proof of the loss. I'll get good pictures. I'll call a plumber, and I'll get the receipt. Then the insurance adjuster comes. Now, he is a busy guy. He has 50 claims in his plate. And I'll go to him. I'll say, listen, I wrote this claim up in their language. It's called an exactimate file. I wrote it up just the way you did. Now, instead of asking for $30,000, I asked for $50,000. I didn't expect me to do that. But because I gave over all my documentation, this guy will take off a few $1,000s. And now you're at $45,000, and we agree to settle. So now your claim is at $45,000. I get 10%, so I get $4,500. And so you walk away with $40,500. Had I not been involved, the insurance company would have come to you with $28,000, and you might have argued up to $30,000, but you still would be further behind. A good public adjuster will do that. Unfortunately, there are many bad public adjusters. They come in, they sign a document, and then they disappear. You can't get through to them. You try calling them, you can't get anywhere, and the insurance company won't talk to you anymore. And you end up settling for the same $30,000 plus giving away 10%. So I always tell people, you have to check references for a public adjuster. It's so important to make sure this public adjuster is going to do the work and is going to stay in touch with you.
Yeah. Aaron, most people that do something that they're very good at often have a personal tie to it. You have a story, a personal story that led you to do exactly what you're doing now. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
In 2011, my wife and I made a commitment that every month we'd go out on the first of the month of the Jewish month, actually, we'd go out to eat together in a restaurant just to bond. And as we had kids, the kids came with us. So on April 15th, 2011, which was the first of the Jewish month, we went out with our kids to go eat. My wife is pregnant then with, I think, our seventh child. And we got a call saying our smoke detector was off. So I figured it was just going off for no reason again. I only had two in that house for some reason. And I came home and my house was engulfed. I ran inside the house to get the kids out, even though there were no kids home, because your brain does crazy things when you see
Yeah.
your house on fire. I ran in, fell through the steps. The neighbors pulled me out. And although I was okay, shattered ankle and smoke inhalation, my house was not. And when I was in the hospital, a public adjuster ran over to me and said, I was recommended. You got to use me. I didn't know what was going on. So I signed him. Unfortunately, they were not the most honest public adjusters. Now, I'm not going to speak badly, on air because I don't want people to find out who it was. The fact of the matter is he didn't do right by me. I don't think the claim was dealt with properly. I checked the numbers and they charged me for things that I would never charge an insured for. And there were a lot of little things that happened. The funniest part was I thought he did a great job until years later when I began helping people out and giving advice. And I realized he didn't do a good job at all. And I reviewed the paperwork and I said, oh my God, I paid thousands of dollars to have my contents evaluated when it's the insurance company's responsibility. He was just ripping me off and I didn't know better. So I take the claim seriously. I did open this company. I had my son work for me, a few other people, and we work most importantly to be honest and, very, very transparent with our clients. So you don't need an adjuster. We'll say, you know what? You don't need my help because your limit's only 50,000. I can't get you more. I'm here to help, but I'm not going to sign with you. And, it's our commitment. But again, a good public adjuster, and there are many good public adjusters, can really help someone get this process done. The personal touch makes mine a little bit more, as you pointed out.
Yeah, absolutely. And Aaron, how can people reach you?
So the best way to reach us is either www.royaladjuster.com, which is the company, Royal Adjuster. There's no S at the end. Or our phone number is 516-421-2111. I'd like to point out that better to get us before you have the claim. We have a process called VIP. And what happens is you sign up as a VIP. And first of all, if God forbid you have a claim, you're not paying 10%, you're paying 9%. And second of all, we'll review your insurance for free and let you know in plain and simple English what's right and wrong with your policy. So we have a lawyer help us. We review every single policy and we get thousands. And we'll say, you know what, you're covered for this and this, but not this and this. And the best part is we're not brokers. So we can't even sell you new insurance. We don't want you to call a broker and mention our name. We're not getting a piece of this. We are not in any way connected. We want you to have better insurance. So if you do have an issue, a fire, a flood, a robbery, whatever it is, that you're covered properly. And that's what we really care about the most.
Yeah. Aaron, thank you for helping people in one of their greatest, times of need. And thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You too. A big thank you to Aaron. So much information.
Yes, a lot of questions that are top of mind for sure, especially those of us on a budget, which is all of us.